Good morning, everybody. We're going to conclude the Rolling Stones Ladies and Gentlemen review series today with the third part of that series. The first two parts are, like I said, the concert film Ladies and Gentlemen, and then the Stones in Exile. Although I think I'm going to make the Stones in Exile the first part of that series, and then the concert film, the second part. But the third part, we're going to review a DVD of some interviews that were conducted right around the start of the Exile on Main Street tour. In August of 1972, Mick Jagger appeared on location with Dick Cavett on the Dick Cavett Show from Madison Square Garden, because the Stones were getting ready to play some dates at Madison Square. And Dick Cavett, did an interview with Mick backstage. And this, I've always been a huge Dick Cavett Show fan. And to me, he is, besides Johnny Carson and Jimmy Fallon, he is the ultimate talk show host, in my view. And I just love him, and I especially love his interview with Mick Jagger, because it is really revealing, in my eyes, of what life on the road, with the Rolling Stones is like, because you get to see Mick, right before he steps on stage, and right after, and he like I said, he gives us an insight into life on the road, and Dick Cavett, asked him some really revealing questions, about drug use and stuff, and if he could see himself doing this, being a rock star when he was 60, and Mick said, "Oh, most definitely," and that has come true 1,000 times over, because Mick is still doing this at 83 or 80 or however old he is, and I just love these interviews, and like I said, I think Dick Cavett is the ultimate talk show host, because I've always loved his interview style. He treats it more like a conversation than an interview, and two, I love these two because it gives us a glimpse into backstage life of the Rolling Stones and stuff, and how they prepare for a tour and stuff, and talking about the tour, and it's also cool because you know, you you get to see a glimpse of a tour the before the record became huge, because Exile on Main Street, was one of their biggest records. I mean, it had Tumbling Dice on it, and you get to hear Tumbling Dice before it, became so huge. And so um, if you haven't checked these out, if you get a chance, check uh, check the Cavett interviews out. I think they're only available in the deluxe edition of the Ladies and Gentlemen concert film box set, and along with the concert film and the Stones in Exile documentary. Now, the documentary and the concert film are available separately, but I don't think the interviews are. Um, by the way, these aired on August 4th of 1972, and also this will not be part of the Music on TV review series. But if you can find these, check them out either on the internet or on the DVD if you have access to the deluxe edition of the Ladies and Gentlemen box set. I give this 5 stars. The DVD was released in 2010 in conjunction with the Ladies and Gentlemen box set. Shot and produced by Anambra, audio and video provided by WeVideo and the YouTube Music Library, screen recording taken from Microsoft Word, photo taken from Google Images. Achieved using iPicky.com. Also on the DVD is segments of an Australian interview from 1972.